Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? It is a beautiful fall morning, 35 degrees outside, and just embracing the transition of Mother Nature and enjoying it. And so I wanted to do this video for you guys because there's been some things that I've been hearing for a long time that have really been weighing on me, and it kind of today I felt moved to actually just do a little video about how to draw the right people into your life, how to draw the right circumstances into your life. And a lot of times people bring those circumstances. So today we're just going to talk about that. And I really want to speak to the hearts of the youth out there that are listening. You know, I'm over 50, and this is why it's life after 50, right? Because I've learned a lot of things. And I still have, children that are learning a lot of these lessons, and I get to hear the things that are important to them and the things that they struggle with. And these are also things that adults can struggle with too. You know, someone said recently on my channel, just because you're basically, I'm paraphrasing, but just because you're older doesn't mean you're wiser. And that's absolutely true. So this information really can be for anyone who's listening who really wants to draw a quality person into your life. Now, one of the things that's really important is that you surround yourself with the people that you want to be around. So this is something that I notice a lot where people get locked into, especially youth who are really focused on social media, and they're taking in a lot of their news from just random sources that are not vetted. And adults even get caught up in that too, that just because they see a logo, they think that that's a trusted source or it's newsworthy, and it's not. You know, a lot of these opinions that are out there, they're not vetted. There's a lot of stuff that's out there that kind of gets under our gills and becomes part of our belief system, or what we're thinking about. And the reason why I bring this up, it happens a lot with social media too, because there's a lot of points of views, always being put out there, is that we tend to start finding the communities that are complaining about the same things that we have a complaint about. And it's one thing to find a community that understands you, but it's a whole other thing to find a community where the banter is really just going back and forth about the complaint of the problem that is at hand. And when you just focus on the complaint of it all, that's just going to make you really focus more on it. And the more that you focus on something and bring that into your thought process in your mind, you start to default on all these belief systems and thoughts. And you're tapping into other sources online that have all the same beliefs and thoughts, and they're just spiraling and recirculating the same injustice of it all. The problem with that is that it doesn't have a solution, and it keeps you locked into the problem. So what I want to say to everyone who's listening, whether it's youth or whether it's people that are, you know, who knows, 18 to, 100 years old, wherever you are in the spectrum of that, the way that you bring good quality people into your life is by going into the places, being part of communities that are focused on goodness. Now, I hear, I hear people saying horrible things to other people. I hear people talking about that. And it's so hard for me to relate to some of this, to, one, because some of this stuff is generational. My generation just didn't experience the same things that other younger generations do. Internet has changed all that, right? But the other thing is, I surround myself with people that are like-minded, who have the values. So this is the one of the main things is surround yourself with people that have the same values that you do. If you are looking for someone who's trustworthy, who's peaceful and calm, you're not going to find that when you go into a community that is outraged about something. Where you're going to find that peace is through being around people that are the virtues and the values that you want to be. So, for instance, I always am around for the majority, because you still are going to get people here and there that will come out of the woodwork onto your community that are not so nice, and that happens. But for the most part, the majority of the people that I talk to on a daily basis are in the virtues of love and goodness and growth, happiness seekers, potential seekers. These are all the things that build up the spirit, right? And these are the people that I'm surrounded by. And when I'm surrounded by that, it just marinades more in my own being, and it's a circle. Instead of it being a vicious circle that keeps people locked into something negative, I'm locked into a positive circle. And that's what I'm saying to you, is that the circle that you are in, the communities you're tapping into, those are going to determine the energy that you're carrying around in your heart and in your mind. And so you have to be very careful about that. If you want to change something in your life, the way that you change that is by following the positive aspect of what you want in your world. I think it was Gandhi who said, be the change you want to see in the world. And he was right. You're not going to find the change you're looking for when you're tapping into the problem all the time and the community that is harping on the problem. What you're going to do is you're going to be part of the solution. Mother Teresa even said, don't invite me to an anti-rally, but invite me to a rally for something and I'll go. And the reason for that is because being anti something or against something is putting against energy out there, and it's reinforcing the problem that you're experiencing. And what Mother Teresa was saying is, if you are for something that represents justice or harmony or peace or togetherness and connection, if you're engaging those types of communities, then you're going to be around those types of people, and conversations can get started with those kind of people that nourish your soul. So if you're tapped into the other stuff, it's not going to nourish your soul. It's only going to give you more of what you're upset about, versus tap into communities that are the virtues you seek in others. So if you are meeting people that are continually part of a problem that you see going on, or they're not giving you what you need, or there's injustice or discontent, then you need to tap into all the opposite things that you're looking for and seek those out. So, if you haven't met, peaceful people, well, what communities are you tapping into that are focused on peace? The first thing that comes to my mind that gets people engaged right away is meditation groups, yoga groups. It doesn't mean you're going to have this, immediate like friend base of people, but you start somewhere. How about coaching networks? Coaching networks, you can get into their free newsletters. I even offer a free newsletter, so you can get on mine at Sufani at placeofblisssanctuary.com, and I'll leave the link down below. But tap into communities that have the virtues you're looking for in other people. Don't tap into the negative energies that are out in the world that are only reinforcing the negative energies. And this is what I feel like the youth need some help with, and also some adults too, because what we think about, we bring about. And if we continually focus on the problems, and we've built up a wall of belief systems that no one can penetrate, we're just going to keep having the same problem over and over again. So it really requires you to stop just doing the easy thing, which is tapping into the problem, and start tapping into change and action that requires you to find other communities you can tap into that are going to be positive, and do all the things that bring the positive people into your life. And these are action steps that you can take. It's going to be different for every person, but I can tell you just from my own point of view, if I want to be more peaceful, I'm looking for meditation groups. If I if I want to be more healthy and focused on my body and being well in my body, I'm going to yoga, and I'm signing up for those newsletters on everything because I want to feed my soul the positivity that I need, that I desperately need, instead of focusing on the negative. So this is not exhaustive and this isn't going to answer every problem, but I feel like the main point to all of this, I hope you got, which is you have to do something different if you want to change. And the way that you bring good, virtuous, beautiful people into your life is thinking about, where do these good and virtuous, beautiful people hang out? What are they doing with their life? What are they involved in? And then you go and do that. Get involved instead of just being behind a computer tapping into the anger. Okay, so with that being said, I love you and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.